Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Traders Hub podcast. And on here we have one and only fxdaddy. Good to have you.
Good to have you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
This promises to be an exciting episode. I know you've not heard of this before. The bitter truth about Forex trading. And I think it's time for the narratives to change.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of jargons out there and we have a lot of lifestyle that is portraying what the Forex market is not really all about.
Yeah.
So we are going to be discussing a lot, the challenges and some advice for newbies and professionals. So guys, sit back and listen to us, and I know it's going to be an insightful one. What are you waiting for? Let's milk it. All right, guys, fxdaddy, can you share a bit of experience? Because I know say you get plenty experience.
Experience choke.
You choke.
Okay, so well, the truth is, at least I've been here for a little while. I've seen traders come and go. I've seen both good traders, I've seen bad traders.
Okay.
But one thing I've not seen is an indisciplined trader that stayed long in this market. If there's anything I know about traders that usually come short term, lose money and go, it's usually a matter of indiscipline. They lack that discipline to stay long enough to be able to begin to see the profitability in Forex. Because it can be really discouraging, especially if somebody who has not played in the financial market at all.
Yeah.
You don't understand the feeling of having money. You're looking at your money is going down. You understand? That feeling, it's not everybody that just comes in and becomes immediately accustomed to that kind of lifestyle. So it will shake you up a little bit, but with time, with discipline, there's a lot of things, a lot of profit that you can make in Forex if you're very disciplined.
Thank you. All right, I'll be sharing a few things I actually passed through starting Forex trading. I've been there for a while too. There's this mentality of people collecting money from traders. You get all in the name of please help me trade. I was actually a victim of that years back. There was a time I had a lot of people's funds in my possession, almost close to $120,000.
Wow.
Some people 5,000, some people 3,000.
Wow.
And especially, I think why a lot of people fell for that was the lifestyle I was actually portraying at that point. They saw me going to Dubai, a lot of things I was doing. The kind of cars I was driving and a lot of things. So they were actually carried away, and I think that is what a lot of people are still really passing through at the moment. What they see. There is a realistic part of Forex trading. So and a lot of people out there have not understood it. So I'm of the opinion you get the education. You grab the knowledge than giving somebody your money to trade for you. So back to my experience, I had this money in my custody. Like, they give me the money and I would be trading for them. Sometimes I plug robots to it. Sometimes they will make profit, sometimes they will lose. But there was this day we had I think, was it Iraq? There was a war that happened in the market, and there was a massive drawdown. I lost all the accounts.
Wow.
I still have it in my phone. I still have that history in my phone. Wow. I can scroll down, you see 00000, a lot of people's accounts. So what I did was to switch off my phone. For almost 1 week, nobody was able to reach out to me because I was in shock. Somebody that wants to make money, you want to help people make money. You're always collecting. And all of a sudden, how do you want to tell the people that their money is missing or their money is lost or there's a drawdown? They won't understand because they are not in the market. So after that incident, I actually stopped using robots because I was a huge fan of robots. But I'm not against robots. There are still some good robots that are programmed well. But one thing with robots are that you have to be updating them often. Because the market changes. So the strategy the robot uses maybe last year, it might not be the same this year. The market has shifted. The market, everything, the algorithm, everything has changed. So you need to upgrade the robot to suit the present condition of the market. So all those things, I never understood that. But I now grew to the point that it's better off you understand the market and trade it yourself. Because when you learn and know that you have to apply risk management, discipline,
Correct.
and a whole lot of things. You'll be cautious of your money.
Yes.
But robot doesn't have emotions.
Yeah.
Anything he say buy, sell, it sell.
Yeah.
You get, sometimes he doesn't even know when to stop. You get, so all those things are things over time I began to understand that I now started pushing education.
First.
So I'm big on education.
Yes.
Anybody that wants to learn, even if you want to give me money, I'll tell you go and learn first. At least have an idea of where you want to put your money. When you have an idea where you want to put your money, you can be able to take some decisions. You get, so but not giving somebody your money and somebody uses one lot size on a $1,000 account. If you are the one that understands risk management, will you do that?
Yeah.
You will not do that now.
True.
You'll be very cautious of how you lose. You lose 2%, you are off. You're okay. You say no, another day I will come back to make money. You get, so those are part of my experience. There's a whole lot, and I know you also have your own part of it.
My whole story be like this will be like part two or three series. So trust me, in fact, there was the only mistake I thank God that I did not make that much is you see that part of taking money.
Yeah.
I didn't make much. I tried it the first time. The first time it did not work, I learned with it immediately. So somebody gave me, I think then it was about $1,500. This was at around 2019, 2020 thereabout. So I lost the money and I had to call him because the guy is very close. So I called him, see what happened. So I now told him, okay, I'll pay you back after this number of months. After which I painstakingly. It's very painful to pay debt. Jesus,
money you didn't spend.
I'm telling you, see, it's painful making. It hard making money already, but making money to pay somebody else, Jesus, God. So it's really painful. So I understand that part. So I tried it that first time. After that time, I made up my mind. I'm not taking anybody's money again. So all the money, and after that, of course, I've lost, people's money in the market. As at, those days. So there was one time I was trading like 3 different guys. I was managing. One was $150,000. He had money on both empty farm, empty farm. I was trading both synthetics and forex for him. Then I had another guy that was trading $35,000 for. Then another guy was doing around $80,000 thereabout for. And I was using a robot to manage the account for them too. So one day like that, but it wasn't a one day though. But with time, floating loss just kept, piling up. Before I knew, before we started closing, it was a bit late. So we lost almost everything that we lost then was around $250,000. It was really terrible because we had made some profit. Some of them, all the profit we made for like 3 months, we lost everything. It was just crazy. But then that's just the experience. So in fact, right from time, I've always been a bit skeptical about taking people's money. So somehow it helped me, of course. The trouble, because it would have been a very big trouble if they gave me that money.
Of course.
But the fact that the money, and another good thing was the fact that I was very early to intimate them that this is forex.
Yes.
There is risk.
The
risk is not 0%. You understand? And they were okay to take on the risk. So that made it very easy for me to find my way around the whole thing. So, but it's a painful experience, regardless.
It is.
Yes.
And there's this also thing too. I tell traders, there's nothing like full-time traders. A full-time trader. You get a side hustle. Forex is not what you just put for your mind.
Yeah.
There are times you lost. Well, because a lot of traders don't understand. It has to do with you make loss before you make profit. When you even launch a trade, it first goes to minus. Before it starts with negative. It starts with negative. So you should just understand that this is a risky business and you have to be very knowledgeable before you can play in that field. You get? So there's nothing like full-time trader. Get a part-time job or get something else you're doing that you can use to fund the trading, your trading career. So that if the trading doesn't work, you have something else to fall back to. Yes. Not when you carry all your money you put into trading and you're expecting every time you're having high BP. Every time
that's a very serious problem. I'm telling you.
You can't sleep because all your funds are in there. But when you are at rest, that was in the last podcast, one of the podcasts I had, Habi said something that cannot be overemphasized. In any investment you're doing, put what you can afford to lose. You get? In any investment, put what you can afford. If it goes, your mental state is
Not
still
affected.
yeah, it's not affected. You're still okay. And that is a lot of things many people don't realize. Because they are carried away with what they see. Okay, NFP happens, a lot of people makes money that day. So they feel that's how it's continues.
It's always like
no,
that.
it's not always like that. You get it's risk. You get one of my friends will say this one a gamble, not the gamble. I said no, it's not gamble. When you understand it as a business, you will not call it gamble.
It's the approach. The difference is in the approach.
Yes, it's the approach.
If your approach is the mentality of you want to just come in, cash out ASAP and move, you stay longer. In fact, you elongate your journey. But when you understand that this is a business, the best you can do is just slowly build it. You understand? Build. First of all, build the expertise. I've not seen a good forex trader who is really good that his problem is money. The day you become really good, in fact, it's people that will let you know that you're good because they will not start asking you, come and trade for us.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. So the day you're good, it's not you that will know, it's others that will tell you that guy, you're good in this thing. And that's when they begin to let's fund an account, manage it for us. You begin to scale like that. So most time when people come to me, especially on my DM, they'll come and say, okay, sir, please buy prop for us, give us more money. I'll be like, the fact that you still don't have an account to trade is already an indication that you're not a good trader. Because if you're really that good, like you're saying, somebody somewhere, somehow, that's how life happens. Somebody somewhere will find you and make sure that you have a funded account to trade. If you don't have it, that means there's something wrong somewhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what advice can you give to traders that want to start with $100? What do you think they can do with $100? Because a lot of them end up funding $100 and at the end they blow it. They fund, like, before you know, they are funded $1,000 and they don't know. They end up borrowing, funding, because forex trading is addictive.
Yeah, very.
It's addictive.
Very,
so it's something
very
you might not
addictive.
want to. You might make profit this minute now, and you are meant to leave the market. But because of how you are addicted to it, you make her just make small money, make her just trade small, just collect small money. That make her just trade small money. You have lost 10%. You get? You have lost 10%. So what advice can you give traders out there that wants to trade with $100?
To be sincere, in fact, I don't advise anybody unless you can afford it. That's fine. But typically, advise, if you want to start forex, start where? Okay. Start with something that you can comfortably risk $2 on a 50 pips lot size. Okay. Which is from $300 upwards.
Makes sense.
You understand? That's where you know that if you're risking 2%, 2% of $300, I think, is around $6 there. It makes a lot of sense. For 50, 60 pips, you have a lot of gap. But with $100 on a 50 pips trade, the least loss is 0.01. So you're using like 5% of your account, which is mentally unsettling. You understand? So if you really want to enter forex, enter well. But if you can't afford that, instead of doing $100, why not practice the $100 with a cent account? Okay. That's another option. Okay. You understand? So that way you have like 10,000 cents, right? 10,000 cents begins to make sense if you're applying good risk management with it. If you now decide to, okay, maybe grow the account to a point, you want to go back to a real standard US account, then it's fine. Okay. You get? But the idea is that you build to a point where your confidence is top notch. For you to actually go to a live real account with big amount.
That's true.
You understand? So that's typically what I would advise somebody with $100.
And I think a lot of traders there should know that forex is capital intensive.
Yes. Very.
A lot of people don't know this.
In fact, it's intensive in everything, both capital, mindset, discipline. It requires intensity all round.
Of course, because if you can take back to the hands of time, the people that trade forex back then are people that have money. Banks and a lot of, they just had to break it down to retailers so that everybody can partake in it. So it's actually intensive.
You know, there was this video I did once. I said forex is not for poor people. People were attacking me. People were attacking me. Somebody even came on YouTube and took it personal. Wow. She was like, how can I be discouraging traders that she saw me when I posted when I wasn't making money, that now I'm making money, and I want to come out this way. I said, it's like, you don't understand what I'm
saying. That's the bitter truth.
I'm not trying to say that you can't make money as a poor person in forex, but it wasn't designed for you.
For you, of course.
You understand? So the structure generally is designed to favor rich people that have capital to spare. So if you come out and make money from the forex, it's nice, it's
nice.
possible. You
Yeah.
can blow. You understand? Which is a story of you, is my own story
Of
too.
course, of
You
course.
get.
Yeah.
But this general is rigged to favor rich people.
Yes,
Generally.
that's true.
You get. As underdogs in the market, of course, we have to struggle. I mean, imagine all the money you lost for you to make money, for you to get to the point where you are now.
That's
There are people
crazy.
that didn't lose that kind of money
Of
because they
course,
already
of
had
course.
leverage.
Yeah.
Their capital was enough.
Was
There was
enough.
they didn't
Yeah.
struggle with the trading psychology that you
Yeah.
and I struggle with
Struggle with,
growing
yeah.
$100 account.
That's
Somebody
true.
who came into the market with $100,000, if his floating loss is minus 200, do you think he's worried?
Not at all.
You
Not
understand?
at all.
But if you come with $50, even if it's $10 that is you're losing, you're
your
almost
mind
dying.
is
So that's just the thing.
yeah.
You get. The
Yeah.
struggle is easier for people who has a lot of money. The struggle is easier for them. So that's just what we are trying to propagate.
That's true. That's true. And the psychological part of it is something that we really need to address.
Yes.
You get. You don't need to. You have to be in a very stable mindset before you start trading.
Enter the trade.
A lot of people think it's just by rushing. No, you have to be calm.
Yeah.
You get calm atmosphere, calm mindset. You get, and you know before you get in, I'm ready to lose this.
Yes.
You get. A lot of people don't have that mindset.
True. You know, that's why I really pity traders a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of, especially newbies, come into the market with a lot of emotions.
That's true.
That's why you see during NFP, traders are running helter skelter, hurrying. Where's the next signal? Who is doing live session? Who is doing this one? But at the end of the day, by the time you do that thing, because I've been here, been there, done that, I know this thing. Do that thing for 12 months. You find out that you lost more than you made.
That's true.
Because every single time you come to the market with any form of emotion, whether it's excitement, anger, any form of emotional attachment to a trade, is already a disadvantage.
That is it.
You understand? It will definitely push you to do something you would not have done if you were very cool, calm, and calculated.
That's true.
You understand? So it's a it's a serious problem. You see, trading psychology, serious problem.
That's why I tell a lot of my students out there, forget the noise. There's a lot of noise out there. Number one is signal. These signal providers. You see one person belong to like 100 signal groups. Which are you going to follow?
Yeah.
You get, it's confusing enough. Like you can't be mentally stable if you're doing that. You get, just calm down. If it's one, you have one mentor, you go with it.
True.
You get, the day you lose, you lose. The day you gain, you gain. You get, not the whole distraction. You get, you find out that you're going to be losing more on the long run. Yeah, so I think that is one thing a lot of traders need to.
And a lot of this comparison thing.
Yeah.
This issue of comparison. Okay, this trader made money doing NFP today. This trader did not make. And you see people now say, okay, I will like say this mentor. I will trade past this mentor. It's a newbie. It's a newbie thing. Because you can't know a good trader with one single trade.
Of course.
How you know a good trader is minimum 6 months history
of consistent.
You understand?
Making.
6 months history.
Even at that 6 months consistent profit making, there are losses in there.
Of course, definitely. It won't be profit all the way.
Yeah, but the profit are way more than the losses. That's when you know a good trader.
Somebody you don't compare just to trade just because this person made money today, the other person lost today. It's a very
not at all.
It's not right.
Not at all. Then to crown it up, what do you have to say about brokers? Because brokers actually contribute a whole lot to being profitable. You get? So what are the few things you can say? Okay, look out for this. Look out for this. If you want a good broker, because a lot of broker, when I made my from the track record of when I lost that time, I noticed that the broker contributed a lot to that. Some places where the market stopped, you get, I looked at other brokers. It didn't stop there. That's to say the spread is very wide. They had to open it more so that they know that somewhere, if it stopped where it's supposed to stop, you will still have some more capital left. You get? But they had to open it more so that everything will go. So these are things I've noticed several times with several brokers. So what do you think you can tell the people to look out for when they want to open it?
Okay, in the issue of brokerage firms, especially in Nigeria, I think the competition is beginning to tell on them because a lot of them are becoming to become very, very sincere, become intentional with
Yeah.
making sure that their platform is a good platform and there's
Of
less
course,
manipulation.
manipulation,
Remember
yeah.
when you initially started, kind of in fact, you see
Oh,
manipulations
goodness.
almost every day.
Every day.
But it's a bit less now because they know that we are looking out for it. They know we're seeing it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So if you want to choose a broker, especially as a new person coming to Forex, first of all, look out for their regulations.
Okay.
Find a broker whose regulation, you know that they are regulated, multiple regulations.
Of course.
If possible, different countries. And
that
way,
increases trust.
I'm telling you, that's way you know that these brokers cannot do something against their regulation or unless they lose their license.
Yeah.
You understand? Then number two, look for a broker that you can hold somebody liable. You see all these brokers right now where there is faceless, nameless, they just come, you just know a few people here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, fear. You get run away. But if you know brokers that you know that okay, they have a physical office, the people that you can relate with personally, and also their relationship with their counterpart outside the country is a very big thing.
Yeah.
When you use a broker who the only people they have in Nigeria are only employees. They don't have any strong ties. Any day outside that's from the HQ, any day they decide to cut off and say we're no longer doing it again, your money is gone.
It's gone. It's gone. No jokes.
Your money is gone.
It's gone.
You get. But if it's a broker that you know that maybe the country director has very strong ties, very strong ally with the guys outside, the people that are doing the main funding, the main liquidity providers, then at least you can say you're in safe hands.
That's true.
But if you're only trading with people who the only people they have, they are just employees. Just staff.
Yeah. No.
A lot of problems.
Run no. All right, guys. If we're here, it's just the market is so broad.
The
we
story
will
is
keep
long.
talking and talking. You get, but with these few things you've heard, I think you can make your decision. And I would want to advise every trader out there: build your skill, invest more on education. You get? He is there. If you're in Abuja here, you want an academy or you want a one-on-one mentorship, fxdaddy is there for you. If you're in Lagos, probabafx Academy is there for you.
For you, probabafx.
It's sure for you. So invest in education. I have a book out there, Becoming a Profitable Forex Trader. You can find it on Amazon, everywhere. Seller is out there. On my website too, you can get it, probabafx.net. Go there, you get the book. So what I'm saying is that I would still say it cannot be overemphasized. Invest in education and you become profitable. So guys, this will be coming your way every Wednesday, the Traders Hub podcast. What are you waiting for? Let's milk it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Probabafx shop for you.